Oh, thank goodness it was a dream. Could you imagine if that was real? What's this? The dog from my dreams? You're real.
Of course I'm real. Don't you remember?
Remember what?
Are you serious? We got sent to Bubsy's universe.
Parappa, you're coming with me!
Oh, I remember now. I haven't seen you in so long. My brain eradicated you from my mind.
Well, that's rude. But I guess I'm doing alright. Still playing my games.
You are erased from my mind. Why would I be playing your games?
You know what? You're a standing there, broke hair boy, ain't even got enough money for decent shoes. Man ain't doing anything these days. Waste man. Got my face. Where you putting me? Put me down.
So that was something. But yeah, Parappa the Rapper, not quite the beacon of popularity he once was, relegated to the 90s, like VHS tapes, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and the Columbus Expedition. Oh wait, wrong 90s. Still, his legacy lives on as a character in the PS3's answer to Super Smash Bros., remasters, and marketable plushies.
Let me out!
Just from looking at the cover, you can tell this game is going to be memorable, with the main character front and centre, with the bright colourful logo at the top. See a microphone, so you know music's going to be involved. Oh, and the big cartoon dog appealing to kids, so their parents would buy it, and inevitably get hooked themselves. Now his game, released in 1996, revolutionised rhythm games, and ushered in a new wave of how they were perceived and appreciated. The man we have to thank for this rhythmic innovation is Masaya Matsuura. Wait a minute, a free Nintendo 64 if I reserve a PC? Oh, that's a bit boring. The number got took down. How am I going to get my free Nintendo 64 now? So with Messiah handling the music and Rodney Greenblatt handling the artist side, the game sold like crazy, even beating Resident Evil for a time. The game begins with our main characters watching a movie, which looks like the most enthralling thing to ever exist. After viewing said movie, they go to a nearby restaurant where we get introduced. PJ Berry, a lazy glutton that cares about nothing more than food, who moonlights as a DJ. Katie Cap, she enjoys studying and fashion, but she can come across as selfish at times. Sunny Funny, a flower girl who lacks a bad bone in her body apparently. And the big dog himself, Parappa. He has the hots for Sunny Funny. Hey, you know you're so hot you're making me photosynthesize. Ha ha ha. It's then we're introduced to these bullies? Is that the right word? The one in the back here looks more like a tool how he gets stuck in the door. They try to take the girls out for a date and things get tense, but luck is on their side when a saviour emerges from the toilets.
There's no need to fear, because Joe Chin is here.
This absolute unit diffuses the situation in one of three ways. Does he A. beat them up and throw them out the restaurant? B. threaten to beat them up so they just leave? Or C. talks about himself so much that everyone leaves? If you said C, then you're right, and this will become a recurring trait of Joe as you will soon see.
Oh, here we go again. Let's go. Bye now. Bye.
Parappa wishes he was as strong as Joe, so goes to an onion karate master to learn how to be a hero.
Are you ready, young one? I shall give you my best.
The song for the first stage is a gentle introduction to the game's mechanics, with small patterns to repeat and a catchy melody to follow. Never mind you were rapping next to a karate onion, this stage is quite sane. Oh, I forgot to mention you don't have to follow along exactly, you can create your own bars for often comedic results.
Once more now, kick!
Just don't do what this guy did if you plan on recreating this song in real life. When the Onion is satisfied with your performance, we catch up with what everyone is doing. They get the idea to drive to the beach, but poor old Parappa doesn't have his license. So after seeing Joe's amazing car,
Oh, check that out! That's the new Super Stretch Limo 900!
How do you like my new car, guys?
he decides to get some driving lessons from a moose named after the Italian World War II dictator. Wait a minute. Whoa, that was like deep. What are we talking about again? Oh yeah, Parappa's driving lesson. This song is faster paced with punchy rhythms and even some quick segments that are designed to catch you out. There's also one of the best instrumentals I've heard from a PlayStation game.
Yeah, you, my boy, are the best!
Whoa! Really? I want to thank you, teacher. And the door.
With license in hand, Parappa steals his dad's car.
Where are you going with my car? You've only had that license 10 minutes!
And before he knows it, he's driving. But what's this? Parappa's insolent daydreaming sends the car flying into space and crashing into the Pacific Ocean. Parappa somehow needs to find a way to pay the remaining 59 payments of said car, so goes to a Reggae Frogs flea market. Get it? Because frogs eat flies? To earn some green. And despite this rap being slower than the driving one, there are bigger clusters of buttons to push, so you need to be more aware of them. This rap also has some of the strangest lyrics so far. Now eagle-eyed viewers would have noticed that the stand Parappa is in front of is looking a bit shabby. Well, this is because I'm currently rapping bad. If the game decides that your button pushing was no good, your rank decreases, and this causes changes in the scene and music. After securing the funds and paying off the car, the gang needs to set up a party as it's Sunny's birthday the next day.
We need someone to get a present, we need someone to buy a cake, and someone to set up.
Uh-huh. And how should we decide?
Well, how about John King?
I saw you, John can't wait. I go to shower.
It looks like Parappa is in charge of getting the cake, so goes to the cake shop, which is located next to the upside down PlayStation controller house. Of course Joe Chin doesn't pass up an opportunity to show up Parappa.
Isn't it? You want to see the cake that I got for Sunny? Look! Enough for now. I shall explain everything in better detail tomorrow. See ya!
Oh no! The cake is ruined. Fortunately, there's a cooking show whose specialty is cooking for cheap, so Parappa goes on to bake another cake. Now this stage, despite its beat combined with the trumpets creating a nice backing to the rap, you'll find it very easy to slip down to a bad or awful rating, and I have no idea why. It's a difficulty curve that comes out of nowhere that will have you repeating it a few times to get it down. Also, if you pause the game, you can't continue, only replay from the start, which is something fixed in the PSP and PS4 remasters. Does anyone else find a chicken talking about cracking eggs a bit weird? Maybe it's just me.
My child will not press and hold the left D-pad button during gameplay.
The birthday party is a success, with everyone enjoying the cake. Kitty Cat even gives Sunny and Parappa some alone time. Ooh, let's see how this transpires. Uh-oh, looks like Parappa's eaten too much cake. When it's time to go home, Parappa needs to stop at a gas station to take a shit, but oh no, again! There's a line for the toilet, so after a unanimous vote, it's decided that a rap battle should determine who gets in first. The backing on this features elements from the previous raps to create a mega rap, so you have Master Onions kicking and punching, in the same rap as the Frogs line about selling his last toilet. Just don't fail, otherwise...
Wait, crack, I got it. Open up.
This rap is a hodgepodge that I absolutely love. It only adds to the nonsensical nature of this game, and only serves to make it more memorable. You know what else is memorable about this game? The art style. Flat 2D steamrolled characters set up on 3D backdrops and objects makes this game very distinct. The bright colours and iconic character designs make it even better. Upon his return, Sunny doesn't find Parappa's demeanour quite so attractive anymore.
He's the same old Parappa again. Oh well.
He thinks someone should tell him to get constipated again so Sunny likes him more. What follows on is a montage of Sunny and Parappa getting ready for a date at the local club. And the song that plays is so cheesy 90s. It's like finding a bag you left in your attic 25 years ago and discovering it's full of stuff you'd rather just keep up there.
You're wrong, sulfuric acid.
We can go almost anywhere. You and I, my friend, and I know fun is all that we will share.
Now it's time for Parappa to prove that he is a real hero and win the heart of Sunny fully, all in the same day. All your previous teachers are here to help you, as well as this purple guy.
Purple guy!
The button sequences on show now are of the highest caliber. There's a lot of places where you can drop a rank, and frankly, there will be times where you believe you did a rap line perfectly fine, but the game still drops you a rank anyway.
Maybe next time.
But there is one part where if you're not ready for it, you're guaranteed to drop a rank, and it's at the end of the song. The game throws a set of triplets at you, all with the same button. But for some of them, they change the button midway through, so you end up expecting to press circle when you really need to press square. Like, was there a need for that? Once you get to grips with it though, the performance is over, so our band of characters go back to the cinema because who doesn't love a circular narrative to tie everything together? So that was Parappa the Rapper. A simple little game, but revolutionary for its time. It's aged as well as an apple left in water.
Okay!
Especially with all the 90s relics. But when you see what rhythm games are like now, it doesn't stop this game from oozing charm. And with that, I'll leave you with some of my favourite quotes from this game.
Yeah, the maximum speed is tuned up to 463,200.
My car tank is empty, but mine is full. I mean, I'm full of gas and not the car. No, the car needs gas, but Anyway, we have to find a gas station right now.
A birthday party without a cake is like a dance floor without me.
So, the other day, I was called a little turkey, but I'm a chicken garlic, your beef jerky.
On what might just be the best rap lyric of all time?
Got a call. I am a chicken from the kitchen, and I ain't kidding, although nothing is written.
I just shat myself.